video explaining the use of Microsoft Teams. This video will outline how you can access Teams, what it does, and how Maesteg School will be using it to support students' independent, blended and classroom-based learning. In the event that students as individuals, as whole year groups, or if teachers are off school isolating at home during the current pandemic, work will be set and accessible on Microsoft Teams going forward. Firstly, I just want to make you all aware, if you're not already, that you can access Microsoft Office 365 from your homes by downloading the apps onto your computer using students' Maesteg accounts. You can do this online by going to office.com, logging in, and then installing Office here. So the apps such as Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint and Teams are available on your home computers, phones, or iPads or any device of your choice. There is available online with this video an installation guide which you can whiz through that gives you a step-by-step instruction on how to install it onto your computer. Once you've installed Office 365, you'll have an array of apps at your fingertips, including Word and Excel, PowerPoint, but Microsoft Teams is a really good one to support blended learning in this current climate. Microsoft Teams can be found in the app button, and it looks like this. It's two little purple people with a T, it says Teams next to it. When you click on it, it should open up a home page that will become populated with your classes. So on the home page, I have got all of my classes that I'm accessing as the owner of those classes. What you will have as students and as students grown-ups is access to all of that student's classes from a student perspective. So they'll obviously be named with different subjects, unlike mine, which are all English. We've asked that your teachers name your teams, your class code, the subject that they're teaching you, and then their initials to make sure you know exactly what team to use and when. We ask you to follow this then as if you were following your timetable, but from home. I'm going to show you some examples of how Teams can be used. Firstly, I'm going to show you the bare minimum you can expect from your team from now on. Imagine you're in class 8x4 English with me. You click on that team, and the first page you'll come to is the posts. The post page is kind of like a Facebook wall or a Twitter wall where you can talk to each other, where I can send you messages, where you can send me messages and questions that are instant. You can also tag people in these bits by using the kind of normal @ sign. Okay, and then you can have a conversation with your teacher or with your classmates using this space on your Teams. More importantly than that is the second tab called Files. On the Files tab, at the bare minimum, the absolute minimum that you will have available to you is this little folder called Class Materials, and this should be on every single one of your teams that you get added to. When you click onto Class Materials, your teachers will be saving each lesson that they teach to the class if you are away from school, self-isolating or poorly, or if the whole year group ends up being unfortunately off, all of you can access your lessons that would have been had you been in school. Your teacher will date your lesson and the period that it was supposed to be, so it's quite simple to follow. You know that if you missed today's lesson with me on Monday the 5th of October, period 1, that you click in this folder and your lesson will be available to you. So once all your teachers this week have added you to a class on Teams, this is what you should expect from them going forward. If you are at home self-isolating as an individual, you can follow your timetable as you would in school if you're well enough and access the lessons that your teacher would have been or will have been teaching at home. If a whole year group goes off, the teacher will be doing the same thing, but you might find that the lessons have voiceovers, there's some live learning, some videos, etc. for you to submit to your teacher in the way that they see fit. This is not a space for your homework, But you may find that your teacher chooses to add blended learning opportunities to your folders, and I'll show you an example of that now. Homework from class will still be set on Show My Homework so that grown-ups at home can access and have information about what you are being set and when it's expected to be handed in. By the end of next week, your teachers should have all added you to Teams. You should have received the email, accepted their invitations, and be starting to access Teams from home, either to support your independent learning in school, by accessing extra bits and bobs that they put on there to help you, or, and this is definitely non-negotiable, this is the expectation of us as a school, you'll be accessing this if you are self-isolating at home for any reason, or if a whole year group goes off at the same time. I hope that's been useful in explaining the basic uses of Teams to you, and I hope we can get your feedback to let us know how you get on with it, how you feel about its format, and whether it's easy and simple to use. If you've got any questions, just ping them to the Teaching and Learning team, and we'll do our best to help you. Thank you.